but I promise there's an explanation. I've been giving it some thought, and a lot of cosplayers tend to do makeup tutorials. So I thought, might as well show you guys how I become Eren, Hanji, and Levi in a little series. But this one's gonna be Eren because you guys seem to like him a lot. He's also one of my more difficult makeups, and he'd be a good starting point because then you can see why it takes a while to get some of these scenes done. So I haven't done anything too crazy yet. I've decided to start with you guys. All I did was put my hair in a ponytail, and then I put that in the wig net. I wanted you guys to be able to do this step by step with me and not, you know, go, oh my god, it's so easy. No, trust me, it's not. Especially for somebody who hates makeup as much as I do. So, first step is going to be cleansing my face. I always like to start off with a clean base on my face, just because the makeup seems to adhere a little better, and it makes, to me, a lot more sense. So I just took a makeup remover wipe. It's just a quick cleanse. Gets my moisturizer off that I usually wear in the daytime. And I'm sorry if this is a little bit of a weird video. I'm not gonna do like the usual overview that some people seem to like to do. I kind of wanted this to be more like a get ready with me video, so you can see exactly what I go through to get ready to be Eren, not just step by step little blips of it. You guys actually get to see the process. And I like to dry my face between it because too much wet and, you know, nothing's gonna stick very well. It's all just gonna slide off. It also feels really good. All right, so my next layer is going to be primer. I use a spray primer because it's a lot easier than trying to fiddle with a gel or anything. I just like to spritz it on. I'll do the same thing, I'll dry it so the layers are nice and clean, and then we'll move on from there. So excuse me while I mace myself. Ooh, okay. So I'm sure you're all wondering why I have not been filming very often at all, anything. And I don't really have a good explanation. I mean, yes, I work. Yes, I have other things in my life. Yes, I have other relationships that you guys know about, but those are more excuses than explanations. And I guess my biggest explanation is I am just so tired. It's just one of those things where I'm just like, I really want to, but at the same time, I'm not entirely motivated. I'm just tired. Physically, emotionally, I've just had so much happen in the last year that I'm still experiencing whiplash. And it's really hard to process it all, so it just comes out as demotivation. It's not just my videos that have suffered, my writing has suffered, my video gaming has suffered, a lot has suffered as a result of this just exhaustion. I'm sure it's gonna get better or it's gonna get worse depending on how the next few months go, but I'm positive that I'm gonna be heading in the right direction. I mean, I managed to motivate myself enough to do this video, so that definitely tells you something. All right, next layer is going to be my foundation. So, as you can tell, I'm a very pale person with very rosy cheeks. Eren is not, like, not even close. So I have to darken my skin to become Eren. And I use this foundation. If you can see that, that's great. If not, it really doesn't matter what brand you use, as long as it goes with your skin tone and it makes you a little darker. If you're going extremely dark, you might want to reconsider it because it may look a little unnatural and could just inhibit the believability of the character. You want your makeup to look as natural as possible while still maintaining the essence of the character. And I'm just using this very well loved little foam pad to apply it. And I might need to go on by more, I don't know. I really hope not. these are also real struggles of makeup. So just dab it. You have to go back and get some more, you do. And then you just blend. I usually do one coat because one coat's enough to make me go from ridiculously pale to Erin's golden glow. Of course, there's more to that than just the foundation. And always make sure you get the underside of your face, so along the jawline, so you can blend it in a little more naturally. I'm honestly the last person that should be giving makeup tips, but I've done this so often, it's amazing. So, you notice that I cover most, if not all, of my face. I'm kind of skipping the eyelids because that's just a pain to clean off later. And I'm cleaning this off immediately after. Because as you can tell, I'm kind of dressed for chilling and not going out. So, I may make sure to apply this to my entire face, including my lips and my eyebrows, for two reasons. One, I have very bright lips. Naturally, guys don't have as bright, especially Erin. His maybe that light little pink, or just more his natural skin tone in the anime. And I'm trying to match that. I'm just trying to take it out. I mean, my lips are still very, very noticeable, but they're not as bright as they were when we first started. So once that's finished, oh, and the eyebrows I tend to blot them and try to get as much color out of them because I'm going to be applying more color to them to make them Erin's shape and level of bushiness, I guess, if you want to call it that. So now my next layer, there's a lot of layers in this, guys, I'm so sorry. It's just gonna be a lot of me doing one layer, then spraying, one layer, then spraying. So this is going to be my setting spray. And I'm gonna spray that, let it, do the quick little air dry, and then move on to the next layer. So again, excuse me while I mace myself. Oh, that smells hot. It feels good, especially if it's like a hot day. That stuff feels really good. So you just keep all right. Now, if I remember correctly, it's been a while since I've done this, so forgive me. I remember correctly. My eyes are next. My eyes are next. Yep, my eyes are gonna be next. Okay. Now do I want to do my eyes next? Yes, I want to do my eyes next because after that's gonna be contouring and then the final powder foundation. So let's get my eyes out of the way. Now, I don't know how you're normally supposed to do makeup. I had like one lesson, a couple lessons. My mom and sister both tried to teach me. I'm a hopeless student. I'm very hopeless with eyeliner especially. So if you guys have any better ways of doing it, recommend them to me because I am completely, utterly, desperately hopeless when it comes to the order you're supposed to do makeup in, how you're supposed to do it, all that fun stuff. So I'm just gonna do it how I know how to do it, and then we're gonna go from here. So I apply my eyeliner first in a very, very bad fashion. So I'm using what's supposed to be like what you use for wingtip eyeliner, but I can't do wingtips to save my life. And wingtips are more reserved for Erin, or not Erin, Levi. I actually do shaping with Levi on my eyes so I can make it look more believable, because my eyes are very big and his are not, so I have to kind of shape them. You'll see that in the next video. And just a little bit underneath. So this is my first time doing this technique where you see me pushing on the eyeliner lid. And this is because I've learned that this type of eyeliner is supposed to go on a little bit more smoothly than I've been doing in the past. So I have to make the joke. I characterize my characters by their eyeliner used. So Hanji has only her top lid done. Aaron has top and half the bottom. And then Levi has top and bottom and styled. So their fabulousness is based on their eyeliner and my ability to do it, which is very lacking. I do not have, I am not good with eyeliner. I mean, that was okay, but this one's a little thicker than this one, so I'm just gonna go over it again. And then I try to make it as even as possible, but it never comes out that way. It never does. And then I always start from the outside. To the bottom. It looks about as even as it's gonna get with me. Also, I don't know if you guys can see, but I have a bit of a spot right there. So obviously I don't want to walk around with one spot and not another, and I'm not gonna put another one in just for continuity. So Q-tip and saliva work wonders. The enzymes that naturally occur in your saliva are great for breaking down makeup. So if you ever run into that problem, just go ahead and do what I did real quick. It won't hurt you, it won't do anything to you. All right, now eyeshadow. I do know eyeshadow a bit better. And so what I do with eyeshadow, I'm gonna take a look. I have this, I've had it for years. I probably should get rid of it, but I don't. I'm just gonna take a little bit of this darker one and apply it to the bottom lid. Now you're probably wondering why I'm not doing a spray between the eyeliner and the eyeshadow. That's sheer laziness. Plus I like to do step by step. So this is step eyes. Now it's a little dark, but I like to brighten it up by coming in with a mix sometimes, or sometimes I'm just like, I'll just lighten it up as I go. So all I did was I took this color and mixed a little bit with that color. Brightens it up, and actually I'm thinking this is gonna be my new way of doing your eyes, maybe, or I'll just stick to it. You guys let me know what you think. I know you can't really see his eye makeup in my previous videos, but I promise it's there. I promise. And then I always take a bit of a lighter color and come up to the top. And I always make sure to blend my colors, so you can't really see any distinctive difference. Okay, now, because this video is right before, you know, I'm gonna chill and I really don't wanna do a whole lot of cleaning after. I normally apply mascara, but I'm not. Because if you wanna know something that's a pain to clean off, it's mascara. I hate trying to get that off of me. It clumps in my eyelashes if it dries too long, especially after setting spray. It is There's just so much that goes into cleaning it. I really don't want to do it before bed. But I mean, so far it doesn't look terrible. I'm hoping. If you guys think it's terrible, let me know and I'll stop this multi-layered Erin eyeshadow. Levi has the least amount of eyeshadow next to Hanji. I mean, literally with Levi, I just kind of do skin toned colors with a little bit of a hue, but not much. And Hanji, I just normally just do pink, just to highlight. All right, now I will spray, just so this does not melt. Because for some reason my makeup tends to like to melt off of me, and I'm not cool with that. Okay, next trick is how to make my eyebrows bushy. Now, I know what you're all thinking. Yes, this is an eyeliner pencil, not eyebrow, but it's the right color and it just does the job correctly. So I come in and I start coloring in my eyebrows. And you're gonna notice that I go a little bit past my natural eyebrow line. That's because, as beautiful as my eyebrows are, they are not Erin's. They are very feminine. And you can tell this has been a while since I've done this. It's gonna look better, I promise. Let me just come in and do the same thing on this eyebrow. Just make sure you always get some of that past the eyebrow line. Especially if you have very dainty eyebrows. You want to thicken them out. You are not doing this for a competition. You are just doing this for fun. Okay, this one turned out better than this one, but that tends to happen. I always have one that turns out better than the other. Again, another eye brush, but I use it for my eyebrows. So it's still technically the same thing. So I use it to push the makeup further into my eyebrows and shape. Because, miraculously enough, this trick actually works. You just kind of push it back into the hairs. It grips on really well. And just like that, I have Erin's eyebrows. Miraculous, right? All right, spray number 2 for the eyes. Yeah, this one turned out a little weirder than this one, but honestly, after how long it's been since I've done this, I'm surprised they turned out at all. No, I will never do Erwin's eyebrows. Never. And yes, Levi's eyebrows are the hardest to do because he almost has none. So with his, I kind of go less. But I don't do the glue trick that I've seen a lot of cosplayers do because I'm not that into being Levi, especially since I have to switch between so many characters. I don't want to glue my eyebrows down, especially since I do Erin right after Levi, as far as makeup goes. All right, now we're on to our last step, one of our last steps, which is contouring. Please, 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 just understand this is how I learned. I was probably wrong. I'm probably horrible at it, so don't take my word on it as golden, but this is just how I know how to do it. So I actually have this really cool double-ended stick. So one end is really dark. You can see that. One end is really dark, and one end is really light. Really helpful, since with Erin I have to go darker and Levi I have to go lighter. So that makes it really easy. And like I said, please don't assume I'm doing this correctly. I'm just showing you how I learned, and I'm mostly self-taught. So I start going here. I outline my entire face, including under here, because you have to give yourself a sharper jaw. I'm sure you guys have noticed my flubs with contouring in my previous videos. Especially if you look at my Levi, I don't always blend well. And I always go give myself a little bit of a dimple in my chin. All right, you're gonna make fun of me now, and you're perfectly able to. This is how you do your cheekbones, or at least how I do my cheekbones, because I have to make them a little more defined since, you know, they're there, but they're not like a man. Yes, it's the most ridiculous face I'm gonna make all day, but it helps. Because you're just supposed to follow the natural line of your cheek. This just kind of enhances it. And now you go. It really doesn't matter how thick you make the lines, because you're gonna blend it anyway. It's more just how much do you want them noticed. And then with your nose, you go from the eyebrow down. And you look very strange until you blend. So that's why I always want to take a picture of myself doing this stuff, because I mean, I look ridiculous, but this is much better. So blending, I just take a blender brush and I start blending in. It helps if you just push, if you use pressure while you're doing the little circles. Then it actually blends. It's not just smudging, it's blending. And again, I'm probably doing all this wrong, so if you guys know better, let me know, please. I'm always looking for tips on how to improve. And if you ask me why Erin doesn't have 5 o'clock shadows, because Erin is technically 16 and they don't have 5 o'clock shadow. At least no 16-year-old I've met. The ones I have that, like the teenagers that I've met with full beards, they do not look 16. And that's why they grow the beards. And Levi doesn't, because he always shaves because he's military. Audrey probably would, just because of all the long hours she pulls. Alright, and then when you get to your cheekbones, you try to go down. You try to blend downwards. Because when you blend up, your cheeks are going up. You just try to blend down. Again, get into where your natural cheekbone goes. And try to get rid of the line as much as possible. But you can maintain it if it helps you know that it's there. Sometimes I maintain it, sometimes I don't. It really just depends on how quickly I am getting ready for the scene. But a lot of time I'll spend time. If I don't, I don't. And it's not always the best blend job. It never is. And that's okay. I always save my nose for last just because my nose is just a pain. But always make sure you get it. If you get it in the little hairs around your head, that's fine. And if your wig cap moves, that is also fine. Because this is real life. And nothing in real life is perfect. Except my husband. Alright. And I always have the line up here. For some reason I can never blend well enough to get rid of the line on my forehead. And now with my nose, I just kind of follow the same rule as my cheekbones. I try to blend down. But because of the angle of the brush and all that fun stuff, it doesn't always work. And if it's a little darker on the nose, that's okay, because you're supposed to have shadows. You're supposed to have a brow. I always hate doing the mouth because I always feel like I look the most ridiculous with the mouth. All right. Setting spray once again. Maybe next time I'll do this step after setting, before setting spray. Whew. I know I look ridiculous right now, but I promise I do look like Erin usually at the end of this. All right, last step to darken my skin a little further and give me that lovely Erin glow is just a bit of powder foundation. And that just gives me the kind of glow that Aaron has with his skin. Because again, I'm incredibly pale. He is not. And I always have to struggle with making myself look tan. No matter what I do, I always have to struggle. All right, setting spray for the last one. Clean off my fingers from the foundation because I'm touching my wig and I don't want to get foundation in my wig. All right, last and final step. It's becoming Aaron, other than my costume, which I'm not gonna bother getting out. Here's my wig. So, my wig actually looks a lot like my real hair. I've had people confuse my real hair and my wig before. It's hilarious. They think I got a really close pixie cut. My goal is to one day have this haircut for real, but until then, I'm cool with the wig. It lets me keep my semi-long hair. And then you struggle to put it on because wigs are always a pain in the ass. Because they always get caught in the bobby pins that you put down on the top to keep them steady, to keep the wig net on. Alright. And then I try to style it like Aaron. I'm never entirely 100% sure how his hair should go because it's like Aaron, it changes all the time. Especially if you read up into the manga where they are at, you'll definitely understand that reference. Okay, I think we're good here. If it looks too feminine, I'm sorry. I'm trying just to be able to see. Oh, that's better. I mean, do I look like Aaron now? Anyway, that is my makeup tutorial on how to become Aaron Yeager. If you guys see any room for improvement, please put that down in the comments below. I am more than open to criticism on this, on suggestions, on recommendations for brands, anything. Because like I said, I'm self-taught. This is not something I'm regularly doing for myself or to myself. And any help would be very much appreciated. I'm hoping to have some videos out. Maybe stick around and see if there's anything that pops up at the end of these. If there are, that's cool. If not, well, at least you watched them. And like I said, I'm gonna try, but it's just been so much in the last year, not even a year yet, almost though, that I've just been so tired. It's a good way to put it, just tired. But hopefully this will help me. This will help motivate me to getting better and putting out more content because you guys seem to like it. So that's definitely motivation. And I'm sorry it's been so long. I really am, and I'm sorry this probably isn't what you wanted. Really, truly sorry. But at least you learned how I transformed from me to Aaron Yeager, and now you guys can do it. I'd love to see if you do, if you follow my tips, if you end up, following, if you end up taking pictures of yourself, if you do it, send them to me. I'd love to see them. Unfortunately, I don't have Twitter anymore, but I mean, if you guys have your own Twitter pages, I can always just go on there and look creeper style, I guess. Or you can email them to me. We'll see. If you guys want it, just comment below what you want to do, okay? Thank you so much for watching this insanely long video. I hope you learned something. Maybe. If not, that's fine. At least you were entertained for maybe half an hour, maybe. But anyway, have a great night, guys, wherever you are. Have a great morning in some of your cases, I know. Just have a great day, guys. Bye. 捧げろ心臓を捧げよ